Hello everyone and welcome to the Dragon Code. In this video we will cover templates. I will declare a function that will add two integer numbers, number A and number B, and it will return A plus B. In main function I will declare two integer numbers, and then I will call add function, and I will pass A and B, and it will add those two numbers. It is 79. So it works for integers, but if I want to add two double numbers, for example, and run this code, it won't work. It will actually convert those double numbers in integers and then add them. So it will only add 14 and 3, which is 17. So if I want to add two double numbers, I would need to declare another function that will have double return type and will take two double numbers as input parameters. But there is a way to declare one function that will support all data types, and it is done with templates. Above function, I need to write keyword template and then type name, and then I need to give name to that generic data type. I will give name T, and here it will be T data type. It will also take two T parameters. Because this function is generic, you need to choose data type when you're calling it. So if you choose integer, all those T's are going to be integers. And now when I call this function, I need to specify type name. So I will specify double and run this code. And as you can see, now double numbers are added. If I type here integer, now only integers are added. These are generic data types in function. You can also have generic data types inside class. So let's declare one class with generic data types. It will be person class. For generic data types, I need template keyword. I can also write class instead of type name, it is same, and you can also have more than one generic data type. So I will add T1 and T2. So person will have name, and it will have two variables, T1 var1 and T2 var2. Then I will write user-defined constructor. It will have three input parameters, and for name, v1 for variable 1 and v2 for variable 2. Name is equal to n, variable 1 to v1, and variable 2 to v2. And now in main function I will declare person object, and because it has generic data types inside it, I need to define them. So let it be integer and string. T1 object, and now I can write name John 24 and Monday. I need this arrow. I will write function to print person, void print cout name var1 and var2 end line, and I will print this person. Let's run this code. As you can see, those are attributes of object P1, but I can also have another data types. So I can have character and float. And here I will add g, lowercase g, and here some float number. And I will also run this code, and it again works. Generic data type can also be class. So I will declare another class car, and I won't add any attributes and methods for now, just to show you that you can also have class as generic data type. And here I can have car. I can have both generic data types as car. And for that I will need to declare two car objects and pass them here. C1, C2. But this printing of attributes won't work because I didn't overload operator for output in car class. So I will get error. But let's now have generic dynamic array instead of generic attributes inside person class. So it will have only one generic data type T, and it will be array. And I also need variable for size for that array. I will delete this print function, and I will delete this code in main function. In this constructor, I will add default no name. It will be only parameter, so name is going to be equal to n, size is going to be 0. I miss here asterisk because it is going to be dynamic array, it's going to be pointer, and array pointer is going to be null pointer. I also need to deallocate array because I work with dynamic memory, so if array is different from null pointer, deallocate that array and set size to 0. And now I need to write method for adding element. Add element T. So I will declare temporary array with size which is by 1 greater than current size. Then I will copy elements in that temporary array. temporary of I is equal to array of I. If array is allocated, I will deallocate it and I will assign then value of temporary pointer to array pointer. And then temp pointer is going to be a null pointer, and I will add element and then increase size by 1. I will also write method for printing all elements of array, print array, and only if size is greater than 0. Array elements, new line here and also here, then for loop, length of size, cout array of I, new line, elements, and if not, I will print no elements. I will add attributes also to car class, name, and year. Public constructor, two input parameters n and y. Name is equal to n and y, and year is equal to y. And I will also overload output operator for car class. So it is OStream operator for printing, OStream cout car object. I will add default values to those input parameters. And here, see, I need to write cout object, which will print attributes, but I can't access attributes because this function is not declared as friend function. So I will do that. Friend. And now I can access attributes. So it is C name space C year and line. And I will return cout object. Return. And now I will go in main function. I will declare one person object. It will have integer data type p1, name John. I will add elements. So I need to add integers, another one, and also another one. And then I will print array. And let's now run this code. So those are elements in array in this p1 object. I can do this with other data types. So person, and now I will use characters, p2, Tom, p2, add element, f, and I will also add another one, k, and I will print array. Let's run this code. Now I also printed elements of p2 object. And let's now work with cars. So I will first declare car objects. I will declare two car objects. Let it be BMW year 10 and another car, car 2, let it be Ford and year 21. And then I will declare another person object P3 and I will work with car data type and let it be Harry. And now I will add cars in person P3 object, add element car 1 and P3 add element car 2. And then I will also print that array. And now I will run this code. So those are elements from P1 object, P2, and from P3 object. There are two new lines because there's also here new line, here, and also here. This is all for this video. If you like this video and want more videos like this, press like button and subscribe, and see you next time.